Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down, Darnold. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. This is taken around the 12. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st down, it's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now Darnold forced out to his left. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Newton now to throw. Airing it out, and look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Detroit! Watching that, Barney!
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
I got it! We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, watching that, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Watching now, Barney.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now it's Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one go deep for the and it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. A shotgun snap for Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And he's got it up and through. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them.
Wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give them a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watching now, Barney.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. Flushed out right. And a loose football. And the Panthers have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Gun.
To throw on second down is Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So we have reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now Newton on first down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
To throw on second down is Darnold. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch it now, Barney.
A first down throw, Darnold. And Jones has it over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive, but they'll be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll try and run. Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
That was a statement stop right there. Now forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
And Bryant's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey! Gun!
2nd and 10, Newton again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Newton. He's got daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now Abdullah, the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
And that's caught inside the 30. A fantastic connection that time. Newton to Funchess, 44 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Newton. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jake Ryan in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And Godot's kick is right through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Now the pitch to Freeman. Spinning away. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Here's Newton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tech McKinley in there to drop him. And his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes.
Let's go!
Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the interception, here's Darnold. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Taking a shot for Samuel. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Caught left side by Funchess. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 1st and 10, Newton. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now a first down throw for Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
No, check, Patriot.
Now it's Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Set. 180.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Thomas has got it. Complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
No. Check. Patriots. Here we go now.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Throw right side, complete to Williams. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Falcons, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Carolina, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.